Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ken Dog here, and today this is my Cobra Kai Season 3 review. You could watch Cobra Kai on Netflix. It's out now. So, anyway, like and subscribe. Let's get right into it. So, Cobra Kai takes place probably, I would say, like 2 weeks after Cobra Kai Season 2. So, not a lot has changed, no real new characters that I can really point out. Maybe like a couple of new nerdy kids, which are kind of side characters. They don't really say much or do much. Not a lot happens in this season. I feel like it's sort of everything that happened in season 2 just sort of stretched on to season 3. Like, the people that didn't like each other, they don't still like each other. That rivalry is getting more tense. I would say the fights are a little more graphic. People are getting thrown through glass windows. Someone gets their arm broken, like, really brutally. I just feel like people are bringing out their anger more in this season. As for the characters, I feel like John is, he's pretty good. He's his normal self, drinks his Coors banquets and just sort of doesn't really change much this season. He's sort of like the same familiar character from the first two. And then, of course, the Karate Kid character, he's, hasn't really changed much. He still wants to be that karate teacher while also managing a life. So it's kind of hard for him. As for, all the dialogue and the action scenes, I think the screenplay was alright. I don't think the lines are as good as the second season. I don't think the dialogue is as good. It's a little cheap, a little cheesy. I feel like the action scenes can be slow, and it's a hit or miss. It's either cool slow or it's just really cheesy slow. Like, I hate the scenes where it's the girls fighting and it's just, they have all this makeup on and it's just all these slow-mo scenes of them like charging at one another, and it goes on for like 10 seconds, and it's like, come on, get to the point. They're fighting. Let's see fighting. Let's not see these stupid slow-mo. But then sometimes there's a slow-mo cut, and I'm like, oh, wow, that's pretty cool. But I think overall, it does have a cheapness to it. I feel like this is sort of like a webcam series quality show put on Netflix. But hey, it's 20 minutes each episode, so I actually kind of like that because it doesn't feel like you have to be invested, and put all your time into one episode. And it gets longer as the show goes on. My last complaint, though, would probably have to be, other than like screenplay, dialogue, and some cheap action scenes, is maybe that a lot of these episodes feel kind of meaningless. Like, you could skip probably episode 5, 6, and 7, go straight to the finale, and it feels like you sort of picked up where you left off. Because when you go to the finale, everyone who hates each other, like I said, still hates one another. The fight is, brewing, and it's about to get nasty. And I just feel like the fight can be a little underwhelming at the end. It's like there's so much going on. Johnny and the Karate Kid are at a wedding, and they're at like the Karate Kid's house, and everyone's fighting, and it's getting really, really tense. Haven't we seen this before? It's sort of the same thing we see in all the, Cobra Kai ending season finales, one big fight. And I feel like the season 2 ending did a lot better with the whole school fight. And so this one was kind of underwhelming. Again, like, the Karate Kid just shows up at the Cobra Kai dojo, and he's like, you trashed my house, invited all these kids, and beat up, my daughter. It's like, there's no background or context to it. Like, you don't see him, like, coming home to his house all destroyed. I feel like they could have added more, beefed up some of the episodes, and I feel like it just wasn't done correctly. It didn't have that filler that it needed to satisfy. Some episodes could leave you kind of bland or just with a cheap taste in your mouth. Like, that was underwhelming. But I think overall it's a good season. I think, yeah, I mean, there's nothing really else I don't like about it. I mean, I think it does its job. It continues the story. So I think I'd probably rate it like a 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. It could be more entertaining than season 3, I think, at its best moments, but overall it's still just that kind of karate show that's sort of cheaply made and sort of very under budgeted, and so I feel like it could use some more work, and it needs a new villain. You can't have Cruz or whatever the hell his name is for 3 seasons being the main villain. I feel like you need to switch it up, but overall pretty good, 7 out of 10. So hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.